Hey, what's up everybody? It's GleeCon, and I am here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks for tuning in. On the last episode, we continued reading the unofficial Warcraft movie script. More on that we can talk about later. Interesting little journey. But we also wrapped up Sunken Temple with all parties, and we're now moving on to the final set of 5 zones in the game. You could argue that this is endgame, although Western Plagueland is probably up for debate, and that's the one we're going to begin today. We are going to end up doing most of this zone twice because there's a little bit of different flavor for Alliance and Horde, but we're going to do our most completionist run here on Alliance, and I've decided to stick with Glee Contessa because she is the one we've rode with this whole show, and rather than switching over to my mage for the Alliance stuff, I'm going to stick with her. I am going to start looking for healer gear just to make her more viable to get picked up in later content at the very end, but stay a while and listen. She's a girl here. Alright, so if we look at the spreadsheet, we already did make an entire Western Plaguelands spreadsheet, which is pretty good. It's a pretty decent amount of quests in this area. But if we look over at that, we will have to pick up from some of the mob somewhere. We'll have to pick up a call to arms in the Plaguelands. And then there is another quest called Clear the Way, but I think that sends us back to Stormwind. Other than that, everything pretty much happens in and around the Western Plaguelands itself. So we will have to bop back and forth. Songflower summon. See, people like Songflower as a buff. Like, that's another one of these stacked collectible buffs. All right, why are we here in this area? Yeah, this Black Skull shield. I've now seen a few of them for sale. This is Might of Hikar. That's my one-hander weapon. I think I'm going to stick the Black Skull shield in my bank. Now that I realized I've gotten this legendary on 2 different accounts, I'm feeling less cool about it. It must be one of the more common buy don't equip legendaries.
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of the whole history.
I saw like prep work for it. I mean not prep work. I saw copies of it for like 400 gold, but I'm not doing that. I'm not going to fight the auction house at this stage in the game. Alright, so we are now going to pick up this quest from Chris Goodman, the guy that's the Wandering Crier. He also has Feathermoon Stronghold, which is a Dire Maul breadcrumb, and the New Frontier, which is a Silithus breadcrumb. So this guy does travel. He wants to send you to the Plaguelands for endgame. Look at his pat cycle. It goes all around the city, so we've got to find this guy running around. We don't have the rune cloth needed. Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker, don't know what that's about. Don't need that guy. Mayara Brightwing, don't know what that is. And the first and the last. Those are quests that are more tied into dungeons and stuff, I believe. We're just looking for the Crier, really. You can get him in from any capital. It doesn't have to be here. We're going to get the Stormwind version, and I don't think anything changes. Might be slightly different if we pick it up from Horde, maybe, and even then, we're going to pick that up anyway. All of the quest lines, all of them, are both Alliance and Horde combo. Here's our guy. Oh, I was wrong. It's Officer Pomeroy. This is not our guy. Billy. My daddy says in the ocean the fish are so big they could swallow a whole ship. Daddy's an idiot. Alright, it's okay, you know, that we're going over here because we can take the tram to cut some of our flight distance off after we fly to Chillwind Point after this. That's just the Stormwind City Patroller. There yet, City Patroller. As we look around the square, there's the Orphan Matron. Look for this stinking Town Crier. Possible that I passed him. There he is. Here's Crier Goodman.
What can I... Greetings and salutations, hero. I have the latest news from both continents and points beyond for your consideration.
Alright, a call to arms the Plaguelands.
Hear ye, hear ye! All heroes are called upon to heed these words. A call to arms has been issued by the Kingdom of Stormwind. All able-bodied individuals are entreated to take up arms against the dark threat of the Scourge in the northern lands of the Eastern Kingdoms. Rumors fly of new threats rising from the ruins of the Plaguelands. Heroes of the realm, seek out Commander Ashlam Valorfist, who has set up his base camp in Chillwind Camp, north of the Alterac Mountains.
Okay, will do. So that's cool. So the town crier is basically, you get to be far enough in the game, they're like, really, end-game content is the Plaguelands. There is the Burning Steppes, of course, because Blackrock Mountain is real end-game content, and the Burning Steppes is just the nominal zone surrounding it. And then for whatever reason, Winter Spring just is a draw for a lot of endgame stuff. I don't know why Winter Spring gets so much clout. Maybe originally, I think there's like a part of Winter Spring down here that was maybe originally going to be another big dungeon and they just scrapped it. I can't remember which area it is. It's a Timbermaw area, if it's a Titan type area, I can't remember. And I think it just never got around to it, but that's the only reason why I can think it's maybe they were developing Winter Spring. So much of this game, when you really scratch the surface, I think is just abandoned and unfinished. And it really speaks to why they did what they did in Cataclysm, to clean that up. And people just like classics so much that, you know, you turn a blind eye to it. But there are just dead-ending quest lines and stuff like that all over the place. Oh yeah, so yesterday I was going to start to go down a rabbit hole where we look at some of the quests that we need to do for when we do start the retail journey. And my internet was throttled down, so you guys saw me fumble with that. It turns out it was just I just needed to restart all my my router, and it's probably some bugs happening there. But we're going to continue. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the database here. I have double Western Plaguelands set. That part I'm not as worried about. We need to open up we need 2 more sets, because we're going to do an alliance run of Western Plaguelands right now. That's going to start, and then we're also going to do a horde run Western Plaguelands. I arrived. I don't want to feel like I'm getting close. I feel like maybe I already missed the trail. I don't think so. Okay. Hopefully we did not miss it. I'm excited. So we are also now officially, these last 5 zones, I did not do, so it's going to be a little bit of growing pains, little learning pains together, because I did not do anything. Yeah, these are all quests we don't need for this area. But I didn't do anything for this. This whole time I've been prepping stuff off camera. I did none of that. So we are going to be just kind of going in raw for these last 5 zones and the associated dungeons, and you're going to see me learn and
the Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds,
we need to go to
but can those airy pink griffins stand the heat?
Alright, so we picked up just one quest. It is called Call to Arms, and we picked up specifically the Stormwind version. We could have picked up any of the others, but that's what we did. That has stretched us out here. And we're going to just go ahead and copy this. Boom. Actually, I'm going to uncheck that and build us a little future here. All right, so that's what we have so far. None's too shabby. And when we land, we are going to pick up things here, a bunch of them it looks like, and then also work our way out I guess I'm going to also put on this guy as a trinket in place of my restoring mana and health, so that I can collect Scourge Stones, because there's also a turn-in right here. So one of the things that we need to do is also mark that we did this other quest. It is called Argent Dawn Commission. We actually already did that quest. So we picked it up and turned it in. We had to do it as part of the Alliance, the Paladin quest line. I didn't include it, but we'll just pretend we did that one. If you guys don't remember what Argent Dawn Commission looks like, we can read it here for those of you that are looking for the item. This is the Horde version. We want the Alliance version. We'll do it again on Horde, but basically it is Argent Officer Pureheart is a girl, and she says, you just, I guess, go there and pick it up and immediately turn it in. All who fight on behalf of the Argent Dawn must don our commission. Wearing such will earn your right to claim rewards our quartermasters have to offer. While under commission, you'll be able to acquire Scourge Stones from slain Scourge. These are marks of insignia they sometimes possess. Procure these insignia and bring them to me. For each set you turn in, you will receive our mark of heroism, the Argent Dawn Valor Token. Achieve your destiny, Paladin. Join the fight today. And she gives you this Argent Dawn commission. That's it. So that's the entire quest. Now, these are Burning Steps quests. We were prepping. We were looking forward to that too. We need to do that as well. So the next thing that we're going to do is open up Burning Steps quests. I'll open up 2 more to the left. Dang it. Okay. So this is going to be Burning Steps. That is going to be the next zone we do, and we will be doing no dungeons or raids or anything like that in terms of content after, because nothing after Western Plaguelands, because there just aren't any. Then starting Burning Steps, it becomes all hands on deck. Every zone is going to make us pause to do multiple endgame dungeon and raid explorations. So you're getting really close to Recon true endgame experience too, which is something I also have never done in Vanilla Classic. So that's going to be a learning experience. All right, so if we look at this, I like to do the required level filter. I'd like to do the level filter and then the required level filter. So that gives me what's the level of the quest, and then what level do you have to be to get. Nope, my bad. I like to do level first and then have the required level. So there is one quest called Tablet of the Seven. It looks like it's a Burning Steps quest. So it looks like it's neutral. So what we do also is I have to try and verify, is there a quest called Tablet of the Seven somewhere around here? So I look, I scan, I do not see. There we go. I see it. It's available right now. So we're gonna add that into our list. Looks like it's a neutral quest, and it's gonna kick. We will not necessarily start with that, but it's called Tablet of the Seven. Cool. And that will be a neutral quest. It looks like for Burning Steps, we're only gonna we'll run it on one character, and it looks like there's like a single two single quests we'll have to do as Horde. So there will be a tiny little bitty Horde part. That's the only level 50 quest in Burning Steps, and it doesn't require anything. You just pick it up from this guy, and it says bring the tablet transcript to the same dude. If we can learn more, blah, blah, blah. Find the tablet, copy its text, and bring it back to him. Where is the tablet? Yeah, so I guess you just go walk over to the tablet. So that's it. All right, we'll explore more Burning Steps then. We've got one quest ready to begin. Okay, so in our camp here, this is the Alliance camp. The Horde gets something else called the Bulwark. We have Bibblefaz Featherwhistle as our Griffin Master, gnome. We have a very small little shack setup here. Okay, we have some gravestones right here in the town. Here we have Nathaniel Dumas, who's going to give us a quest called A Plague Upon
King's
Me.
Honor. Long ago, before the last Great War, my father ran the Northridge lumber mill. It was his life, and he was committed to it. Then the war came, and as much as it pained him, we had to flee to Stormwind. We lost a number of friends and family in those days, and it pains me to know that the Scarlet Crusade has taken the mill for their own ends. That's why I've returned.
So we're going to look on the map. At some place there's a Scarlet lumber mill. A plague upon me.
I've tried many times to rout out the Scarlet Crusade through force alone, but to no avail. So, as an alternative, I've decided to make their lives more difficult.
Okay.
If you are willing to help, I want to infest that lumber mill with the most terrible species of termites ever found. In Plaguewood, near the once great Stratholme, there is a breed that survived the plague and the scourge combined. Find their mounds and fill this jar with them, so we can prepare them to be unleashed on the crusade.
Alright, so we're going to take this to some termite mounds in the eastern Plaguelands, get 100 termites, and come back to
Bless
it.
you.
So this is technically an eastern, so this is already sending us a little place where maybe we don't want to go. It's called A Plague Upon the Part 1, and that is what we are going to pick up. Okay? And it sends us to Eastern Plaguelands. So, alright, this guy is called Flint Shadowmoor. He is an SI-7 operative in front of this little shack. But he offers nothing for us, maybe nothing to anyone, but at least we have an assassin here to help us with this lumberjack guy. Before we go talking to the other people, we do have Leonard Porter. He's a leatherworking supply character. We can also sell him stuff, but he has wicked leather gauntlets, storm shroud pants. That's cool. We don't need that. We're not leather workers. And High Priestess McDonald.
Greeting. The time has come, my sister-in-arms, to take back the night from the scourge.
Okay, so we have a priestess here helping us, and that's cool. We will. And then here's the captain, Commander Ashlam Valorfist. He's the guy that we are going to report to.
Welcome to the front lines, adventurer. The Kingdom of Stormwind, with the aid of its allies, has sent me here to counter the growing threat of the Scourge. Here at Chillwind Point, we fight for our continued survival on a daily basis. If you've come here looking for a chance to prove yourself as a hero, then you'll find plenty of opportunities to do so, especially as we push towards Andor Hall and whatever malign force that controls the Scourge there.
Okay.
Welcome to the Plaguelands, hero. This is one of most dangerous frontiers in Azeroth, especially with the looming threat of the Scourge to our north and northeast. I'm glad to hear that the clarion call of duty and service to the greater good did not fall on deaf ears with you. If you are ready to get your hands dirty, then there is plenty for willing and able heroes to do here on the edge of the Plaguelands.
This is cool. This whole vibe of this zone is so cool. It feels like real, like Warcraft heroism. I'm not going to check this off because we're going to complete it on the board as well.
With Andor Hall's western and northern roads into the city well fortified, I'm looking to strike at it from the less defended eastern road. The Scourge relies on the buffer of undead that infests Sorrow Hill as a first line of defense. If we are to advance on Andor Hall, we will need to do it through Sorrow Hill. Your first assignment will be to clear the way through Sorrow Hill. Thin out the skeletons and ghouls that haunt the area. Report back to me when this is done.
Alright, so this is a me 20-1 kill thing here. Hopefully 20-0. Where I will take out 10 skeletal flayers and 10 slavering ghouls. This is called Clear the Way. We need to do this one in order to set up our other quest, I believe, which sends us back to Stormwind. Okay, there is a girl here named Alexia Ironknife, so we have a...
How are greetings, adventurer? Don't have too much
rifleman.
time to talk. I'm just using Chillwind as a camp to get some rest before heading to Hearthglen. I've heard word that before they went crazy, the Scarlet Crusade had a mage working for them who was trying to create powerful bows and guns for their soldiers. I'm not sure if he succeeded or not. The Crusade killed him before any of his finished product made it out. Maybe they killed him to keep it a secret. Or maybe they distrust the arcane that much.
Even like the lore building in this camp is so much better than most of the other places you visit, especially lately as we get close to endgame. This is Alchemist Arbington.
Hello. This job is definitely not worth 16.5 a year.
16.5 what? Also, that's funny because there were people, that's probably a call out. I bet you back when this game came out in 2004, there probably were people making 16.5 a year working for Blizzard. Argent Quartermaster Lightspark.
Argent Dawn salutes you, adventurer. The name's Lightspark, and I'm an authorized equipment and material quartermaster for the Dawn. As you fight evil under our commission, all the while earning our respect and trust, you'll earn Valor tokens from Officer Pureheart. Tokens serve two purposes. Use them to gain increased standing within our ranks, or use them as tender in acquiring special items. As you improve your standing with the Dawn, you'll discover that more items will be made available to you.
All right, we are... I don't know what our rep is, but either way, I could look on here. He's not even selling anything to us right now, so we are 1,096 out of 3,000. Okay, there's also 2 Argent Defenders protecting Argent Officer Pureheart. We at some point are going to need to turn in an Invader, Minion, and Corruptor Scourge Stone.
Well met, friend. I am Officer Pureheart, and I am a proud
We have to
member
get
of a
them
worldwide organization known as the Argent Dawn.
She's also who gave
Our
us that
cause
thing.
is simple. Fight swiftly and mercilessly against
50.
any element of evil that surfaces in Azeroth.
Remember.
We are not a political body, nor do we ever wish to become one. To that end, we call both the Alliance and the Horde both as friends. Friends in the cause of stamping out evil. For the Dawn, my sister.
We need 20
Safe travels.
Minion,
Farewell.
10
Need help?
Invader,
careful.
or a single
See you
Corruptor.
around.
So those 3, we're going to have to do at least 1 turn-in of each of those. So if we end up grinding at the end, it's because of that. Look at that deer watching us. And here's Weldon Barov.
My dear brother Alexei, what a fool I was to spare his life. I looked into the face of the enemy, one of the undead, and let him live. He now searches for my inheritance. This simply cannot happen. Find my family's deeds before that vile wretch gets his bony hands upon them, and I shall reward you with vast riches. They lay in the ruins of the Skullomance. Make haste.
Okay, so Barov family, that's actually a Scalaman's quest. So we are not picking up Barov family fortune yet. We will
Or the
save
Alliance.
that and come back. That's Scalaman's. All right, so we do need to pick up this Little Pamela quest, I think, is one that we want. Let's look and see. Actually, it looks like Little Pamela is a Eastern Plaguelands quest. It's part of a chain that leads to Eastern Plaguelands, so we don't actually need to go to her either yet. A Matter of Time. We do need to pick that quest up. We do need to kill these little ghouls. That's the Corruptor. I guess you can turn in as a Alliance. You could turn them into the Horde guy at the Bulwark. We're not going to be doing that. Alright, so we're going to make our way. This is a Skullman's quest. These are Eastern Plaguelands, so I'm not really worried about it. We do need this one. So we're going to kind of make our way around. This is all... This river is the cutoff for Eastern Plaguelands. So we're really just looking at this tiny chunk of land. Alright, so there's another quest too. Eventually, this Clear the Way Part 2, Good Natured Ammo, whatever, that's going to lead us to Better Late Than Never? What is that? Right there. So that's what we have to kind of make our way to. But on the way, we're going to pick up this Matter of Time quest. Alright, so we're going to see... Matter of Time is one that is pure neutral. We will only do this on one account. I think it has something to do with the clock tower. I think it's going to be kind of tricky to get to. But we do want to explore doing it. I think there's 2 parts to it. Good luck to us. Hopefully we can pick it up without too much, you know, running around or death or chaos or anything like that. I just think, okay, so as we go through here, you wrap around and you have the ruins of Vanderhall, and they're like, this place is dangerous. It's dangerous to traverse. So the goal is to try and get through here with as little fighting as possible. We might have to fight some. It looks like, I don't know if I have to go in here to this clock. I think so. I think we gotta go in this building. Okay, so there's probably gonna have to roll our sleeves up here. Fight our way into the building. I guess Chromie is in there. Is Chromie protected by ghouls? Yes, she is. Okay, so we're gonna fight some ghouls. Starting with a Syrian ghoul. We do not need any of these for our other quests, but we're gonna fight our way into Chromie. Okay, the Syrian ghoul is hitting me with their powers. Also can provide a burning touch to me. We got one minion Scourge Stone. That's cool. We had to get 20 of those anyway. Okay, so it looks Chromie is. My guess is she's upstairs. Skeleton. Okay. This is a skeletal executioner. He's big. I don't know what he's a skeleton of. You know, I wonder if it's like a... I mean, I'm sure it's just for graphical, like, coolness, but it makes you think, like, of the historic Vrykul. Those were the oldest humans, and their ancestors were in this area. Come on. Got bone fragments. I don't know what those are for. I need to get some healing gear. Alright. I see Chromie. Look, here's Chromie. She's got a partner named Jaziba, and here she is.
Hello there, adventurer. I am known as Chronormu, but you may call me Chromie. I am comfortable with such familiarity. Now, how did I know your name, you ask? I am one of the Bronze Dragonflight, forever attuned to the ebb and flow of time. You could say that we have met before. To that end, we shall also meet again. I hope that my choice of visual demeanor does not disturb you. While I might be charged to be a sentry of sorrowful places, I choose not to drown in the sorrow of the locale. So,
the famous Chromie, we're meeting her for the first time, and Chromie is, in my opinion, one of the coolest people in all of WoW. Love Chromie. She's giving us a matter of time.
Tampering of the timeline by a sinister force, most likely the Scourge, has occurred in Andoral. I can try to keep the passage of time here intact and mend what has been damaged, but I'll need your help to do so uninterrupted. Temporal parasites, carrion that feed on the strands of time's altered flow, now infest the silos of Andorhal. A blue pulse of distortion is their only visual marker. They slow my auguries. Please, adventurer, help me by using this temporal displacer to root out these parasites.
Okay, so we're gonna go do that. It reveals temporal parasites near grain silos. And I guess it's, she's dealing with, what is this called? A matter of time. She's dealing with having to, the major timeway incident of the culling of Stratholme and the poisoning of the people here. What is this catalog of the wayward? The book tells of dragons uniting against another more powerful dragon named Deathwing. From what you can make out, the chromatic dragonflight had almost been unleashed upon the world. The aspects were prepared. That's not a regular book. It's an interactable item. Alright, so now we are going to... Wait, where are they? Where are these little... I'm in Andorhal right now. So it says... near one of Andorhal's silos. So I'm in Andorhal. That's this little town. So we just need to go find a silo and then use this thing. So let's look for a silo. What do the silos look like? Looking for a grain-looking silo thingy. Alright, I don't see one there. Let's get up on our horse. Unfortunately, and Questia is not showing me any help. Are those silos? Those big, tall, chimney-looking things? Maybe? Oh, there they are. It is showing me way over there. It's just also showing it to me as a sword. It's matching the other items. Okay. Fight. Fighting another searing ghoul. Looks like it's on the other side of this little... They hit me with a blast wave. I see. Blast wave I can't clear. This guy hit me a lot harder. Yep. Blast wave ain't messing around. We got our second Scourge Stone. And every time you kill one, we're getting rep from the Argent Dawn anyway. That's good. Alright. Gotta be strategic. There, I can see it. It looks kind of like it has this little thing, like a spout on it or something. Someone was just over here killing. Okay, so is this a silo? No. Ah, there it is, with the glowing blue light coming out of it. Okay. Put down our temporal displacer, and hopefully bad things will happen. People have been killing over here. So, do I have to just keep cycling for the blue ones? What does that do? Time increase between attacks? No, no, please. And I need to kill 15 of these. And there's a 30-second cooldown between everything, so that's... So this is going to be slow. It's going to be a slow grind. Because I have to wait 1 minute cooldown between each one. So this is a minimum 15 minutes. Not to mention I got to keep cycling my way through it. That's stupid. You guys are dumb idiots. Stupid. I don't see anything I really want to use in terms of buffs. I guess I could. Alright, let's try it again. Displacing a temporal rift. Maybe I'll fight more than one sometimes. Crap. No sooner said than done. I didn't think I was going to fight 3. Over to some mana increasing abilities here. Crud. Oh man, they keep doing this stupid trying to get my mana up so I can at least get a heal off. I mean, they're not so terrible, but I did have to use 1. I wasn't prepared for 3, though. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Now I should be able to more aggressively go on the offense since it's down to just 1. It's kind of lame. That's annoying. That debuff they give us, that temporal slicing debuff. What? Another one spawned in? What on God's green earth is going on? Well, now no. I think he just... Close. Come on. I think he, like, is healing himself too, maybe. Come on. I was gonna rest up after this, but... Well, the good thing is that one go gave us 5. So, that's cool. I'll drink that thing. Do I want one of my others? I guess we'll eat this little squid. And then I'm gonna switch over to back to might. I could fight even 3 fine if I was prepared at the beginning, like if I had a full mana and everything. Okay, not too shabby. So we got 5 out of those 2 silos. Here we go. This one also seems to be. There's a little dude right there. So this time it's just 2. Much more manageable. Yeah, like if I'm prepared to go hit him like that, then it's a whole nother ball game. Now, will a third one spawn in or whatever after? I don't know. Kind of hope so. It's nice when they have a staggered spawn like that. It did not, but we're halfway done. I'll put that on while I rejuvenate some mana here. Okay, and each of these, so I guess each one has multiple silos, so it's not as bad as it looks. Wish I had like a totem to just sit here and rejuvenate. Maybe I should use this stamina increasing thing. I don't know. What else do I mean, spirit increasing. Keep the mana up. I'm just gonna have to buy drinks more often. It's to that point where I gotta start buying juice. Alright, well now this thing's ready to roll. So we got. Okay. 2 for 1 deal. Fine, this will get us to 9. So this is actually it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And that's it. It's such a simple cycle and kit. It's pretty much just do that little rotation, and then you can also do some healing and some bubbling. But that's why Red Paladins, because the game Classic is already so ridiculously easy with rotations, and then they've just made it more so. Being a Ret Paladin just makes it more so. Okay. Do not want to summon 3 of these guys. Could eat one of my candies. Oh, a stam one? Yeah. Eat that candy. Why not? That way, my spirit will be increasing. Okay. Let's use it again. Alright, we got 1 this time only. Maybe that means we will... Maybe that means we'll pivot and get a second one. Or maybe that's it, we just are at 10. With the extra spirit, maybe I can afford to go. Come on, you bozo. Alright, got 10 of these guys. Let's go find another. Here's another silo. 2 more. Oh, this one looks like it's already been... But there is nothing bad going on there. I'm gonna kill this guy. He actually made that decision for me. Soulless ghoul. Poor ghoul. Having no soul. We're just trying to help Chromie out. Now it does mean that at some point we're gonna have to finish our fishing with her because she's at 291. Since if I'm gonna stick with Gleek and Tessa, we're gonna have to work to get. We're gonna have to max her out because she's gonna do the Stranglethorn fishing. So why? And I just used my stun when he was with the shadow balling me. Idiot. I just gotta let that slow spell ride out as is. Okay, come on. Get her. Not one. I need to get on this. I need the mana rejuvenation. Could have lost Seal of Wisdom out too, but... Come on, let's get some good crits in there. Come on, you slowpokes. Oh, slow. Yeah, it's a 54% attack. That was a nice little crit. Crit with vengeance. Come on. Come on. Come on, you slow girl. I gotta end you. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Okay, down to one more. Maybe I can afford this now. Pick this up one more. At least keep that slow spell off me. Nice. Let's open that up. Oh, they did like they did the last time. They gave us they gave us an extra one at the end, and this will be our 14th one. We only need one more. Come on. Come on. Alright, we just need... And this one still has it. It's still glowing. Don't even really want to use my drinkings because we only need one mob. And then I can go right back and turn that in to Chromie. Now this one we're not going to do on Horde. Alright, I'm going to summon it, and then I can either run if I summon more than one, or use a potion. It's only 2. Dang, man. Constant. Attacking. You tried, but you failed. Since it's only 2, I will fight 1 extra to get that delicious gelatinous goo. So and so. failed again. Good. Alright. Almost should be like going to I don't know. But I was also thinking, like, I don't even want to ride my horse because it costs mana. And not an insignificant amount. Well, 100. Okay, so I guess not too bad. But not nothing. Alright, back we go to Chromie. Probably have to fight our way back up there. But yeah, we're not going to do this on Horde because this is a complete neutral. It doesn't change on Horde and Alliance, so when we do our Horde run, we will skip this little quest. Nothing's going to change. Alright, let's get into Chromie's little building here. The other side, I think, is less Scourge infested. Over to an attacking. I could get off of this Sanctity Aura too and run Devotion Aura. That's not the worst idea either. Okay. This guy's not back, not here right now, so go back up. Chromie. Oh, that's cool. Alright, Chromie. Temporal parasites are a common malady present wherever the flow of time has been tampered with. I sense that many are present, and this is disturbing. Rooting out whatever ones you can find will help me be able to take a better hold on the deteriorating temporal situation here. I'll be able to make sense when this has been achieved.
Time feels easier to mend now. Thank you, adventurer. While you might not understand fully the consequences of a fractured timeline, I appreciate that you understand the urgency of countering what I suspect more and more to be a scourge-driven malfeasance. I see no harm in rewarding you for your assistance, mortal. Your greatest feats are to come, and the awarding of a bauble will certainly not alter your future destiny. Your continued aid, however, is something that I and the Dragonflight could use.
Alright, so now let me start building out a healing kit. All we have is these two pieces of healing gear. So if I choose this belt, it's a 12 intellect belt, so that just moves me in that direction. If I pick the shoulders, that's a 15 spirit, so this is 18 points of healer type stuff. And this already has 8, so that's a 10 point, as opposed to this is a 12 point betterment. So I'm actually going to take belt, sells for more anyway, and I'm going to start making it part of my, I'm going to build a healer set. Alright, so matter of time, we have completed that, and I actually am going to check that off. And now we're going to pick up counting out time, which is a 2-parter.
I need you to reach into the world beyond this room, adventurer. Allow me to explain. You see the difference in this room compared to the rest of Endor Hall. My dragonflight works in many different ways and in many different timelines. To mend Endor Hall's damage, I now act from a different timeline as not to overly contaminate it. To continue this, though, I need time trinkets, ones trapped from when the plague hit. Find them in lockboxes found in the ruined buildings that make up this once proud city.
Okay, so we gotta go find lockboxes around here. Okay. Interesting. So, all around the city, people stop when they see... there's one right there. My damage will be down a little bit by not using Sanctity, but... not that bad. Does it cost money to switch? No. So I could switch over to Shadow Resistance or when I fight these guys. Probably a little better. Or really just image them for their magic and then immediately switch back. Alright, here's one. Endor Hall Watch. So I guess watches inherently have some sort of temporal magic. Do I see another one? fight a mob for him? I don't know. Okay. Cool. 2 watches. Dang it. I mean, I can also rock Retribution Aura, too. That's not the worst thing. Retribution Aura is probably only... Actually, let's try that for a while. Because I bet you Retribution Aura is actually borderline better unless you're doing group content. Then you want to be on that Holy Aura. Alright, supposedly there's a watch here. Okay. I mean, he's taking 20 every time. That's not bad. And I'm thinking about, like, when I was fighting those worms, that would have been nice to use. Gotcha, you bozo. Alright, this will be my 3rd watch. I love that we're running around Innerhall, too. This is just cool. Alright, supposedly there's a watch in this building. Heck was that? Dark mending? Don't like it. Oh, he gets a heal on himself. Okay. Got a Scourge Stone. We're up to 3 now. We need 20. This is our 4th watch. These aren't too bad to fight. This is all Miz. He is trying to... That thing, that hurts. Last wave. If he casts more than 1, you could be cooked. There, I can see that other watch. That'll be our last one that we need, and then we can go back to Chromie and give her counting time. I think this is just a 3-part quest. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the Shadow Bolt Volley. That we resisted it anyway. Soulless ghouls. So they're basically like maybe. What is this? All attributes reduced. Can clear it, so that's good. Alright, last watch for Chromie. Chromie time. Uh-oh. What's that guy? Oh, he's an elite. What? I didn't even see this dude. I wasn't gonna fight anyone else. My Argent Dawn rep is slowly creeping up 1157. But we'll get more from the Scourge Stones. I mean, at some point we probably are gonna need to increase rep for Argent Dawn. I don't know if that's going to require a rep grind. We are only going to do that on one character too. Now this fool is back. Okay. About 400 mana I can enter my combo, but it's not even worth it at this point. You jerk, we're about to try to mana burn me. Alright, Chromie, we did it.
The time trinkets I seek are simple devices. Their watches mainly, and their hands are trapped forever when the plague first ravaged Anderhall. Time is never ending, and the watches you bring me will invariably find themselves counted out back to their homes. That is, so long as the disturbances continue here.
These are exactly what I need, adventurer. Thank you. Allow me to suitably reward you with this. You may not understand what you would need with such a device. You might not even know quite what it really is. Alas, I cannot tell you when you will find it most useful. Just know that at some point in the future you may find this item to have extreme utility and function when consumed. Whether or not you choose to hold on to it until then, this, my friend, is up to you.
Oh, so it's like a specific debuff. The object has been attuned to work against a specific being. Oh, and then she has a...
If you are willing to help once more, I can certainly use your assistance.
Gotcha.
I'll gladly...
So she has a repeatable version of the same quest. So we're going to do that one too. And then... She also... Do you have anything that can help me? She can sell the Chronoboon Displacers. And she can sell small pocket watches for no reason. But this, she sells them for $1 each. So this is why she's popular. Alters the fabric of time, suspending beneficial world effects from Dragon Slaying, Dire Maul, Zulgrub, and Fellwood. So you can store your buffs. That's cool. This is where people buy them at. Also, we can sell to her various goods. So that's cool. We are going to do the repeatable version right now too. I don't know that that is going to... I didn't know this, so we should turn the lettering here from black to blue. That's a... This is a repeatable. I didn't know that. I did my research.
If you are willing to help once more, I can certainly use your assistance. I'll gladly take more watches you might uncover from the ruins of Andorhal. They certainly help me in maintaining a balance against whatever malign force is meddling with the timeline here. In exchange for those watches, I'll give you another item that, in the future, I suspect you'll find quite the use for.
So that's cool. Yeah, I just wonder, what is it? What are these things? You know? What are we going to use it on? I bet you it's the Lich. The Anderhall Lich guy. That's what I suspect. If I was a betting man. But it could also be a boss somewhere in a dungeon. We're just going to get 5 and tune him. I don't know if you can even get 2. It looks like these chests have also respawned faster than the mobs that were guarding them, so you should initially be able to collect them very fast. I was worried about this quest because Anderhall can be a little tricky. I was worried about it being a little difficult to get everything fast, but it has been fine. Third, yeah, this isn't much faster. Clear because you already the boxes are respawning faster than the mobs. So I should be able to get the last one that we just got before, and then oh, maybe that one. Guards are fighting that guy. Alright, that didn't respawn, so we do need one more somewhere. I didn't get the one over in this corner. I think that's probably the one I missed. So now I have to fight that again. That links us a lot. Free weapons. Link your weapons and tell me your level. And I'll what? A weapon? Okay, let's find one more watch. Come on. Come on, knight. These little mobs are everywhere. Aw. He's chasing me now. I got into his aggro range. Ignore him though. Really? Okay, is he really coming after me? Oh, there's a regular chest. And a box. There we go, mate. And I gotta save my stun in case he tries to heal himself. Because they have that dark mending. Got him. Ooh, another scourge, and then this cape. This is an 8-point cape for healing. So this is a slightly better cape if I wanted to have a healing set. So there you go. Keep working on that. Just so that I can call myself a healer in a pinch. I got my 5 watches. Let's get this chest. And then we'll go back and turn it into crony. She's probably going to make us toss this out. Alright, we got some heavy stones. We can make those into sharpening stones. We got some roasted quail. Other than that, what did we get? Mage weave and a couple morning glory dews. Yeah, I like those. That's nice. Mage weave just gonna help me level up my future. Help me level up my first aid stuff. Alright. Okie dokie. This is, yeah, I didn't know how hard this little quest line was going to be, and it's not bad. It was not bad. So we were able to help Chromie on a 3-quest thing, one that we're not going to repeat. Dang it. Walked a little close. Got a little too close to the sun. Slowly getting rep with them. Not much. We've gained maybe 100 rep today. So that's nothing special. Here we go. We've gotten 5 Scourge Stone. My guess is maybe you'll get 100 rep if we can turn it in. The watches of Vanderhall, much like the large clock on the ruins of the town hall, are all frozen in time at 3 o'clock. This was when the full effects of the plague first spread out over the city, choking the life out of it. As much as we all may regret what happened that day, it has shaped the flow of time as you mortals perceive it. The bronze dragonflight must persevere in protecting the timeline.
Again, I thank you for your assistance. Please accept this gift. While you still may not know when to use such an item, perhaps in the future the path of time will reveal its true intentions to you. You could say that I've seen as such happening to you, adventurer.
Oh, I can hold 2. They don't stack, but so I have 2 of them. And you can just keep doing that over and over again if you want. So we have 2 in case we ever get to that fight, whatever that will be. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is go up here. Let's see, what's our record timing at right now? Okay, we have time to do like one more quest. We're going to head up. They wanted us to clear the way, and while we're there, we can pick up this Better Late Than Never quest as well. So we're going to start the clearing the way, weakening our forces, weakening the forces of the Scourge, I mean. We will have the Wildlife Suffers too that we want to pick up, and Mrs. Dulcin's Diary I think I want to do. I know we're going to do the Wildlife Suffers too. As far as, and I know we're going to do the Better Late Than Never. I just don't know if the Diary happens. And then, Unfinished Business, I'm pretty sure that one we do. pretty cool little zone. I like it. We also haven't even started the mission yet, really. That's not going to happen until we finish Clear the Way. There will be some farming of mobs. Alright, so we need to weaken these guys while we also get Better Late Than Never. Let's go pick up Better Late Than Never first, because he might have us escorting him out. Or... Oh, we have Scarlet. This is Fellstone Field with the Fellstone Cauldron. Go around the back. I want to fight a pack of Scarlet Crusaders. That's a Skeletal Sorcerer. Skeletal Flayer. Okay, so it's in this building right here. So I want to work my way into this building. Alright. Start finding a weak spot in the perimeter. We can fight our way in. We do need Kennedy Slavering Ghouls. Healing to a weapon, my masterful tip. Oh, the person wants healing to a weapon. There we go, 6th Scourge Stone. I was like, what? You're gonna put healing on my weapon? You're gonna provide the mats? And you're gonna tip me? I guess I don't need to clear when it's just a crossbow, it's just movement. Okay. Come here, sorcerer. I want to find out what's inside this home you are guarding. It is a person named Janice Fellstone. I'm guessing this is her field because it's called Fellstone Field. It has been a hot minute since I've quested out here. I don't remember doing these quests, but... oh. There we go. 7th. Clear you too. I don't like how close you are to this place. These mobs are easier than the ones we were fighting in Anderhall. That's cool. He's dual punching me. But that does increase his retribution damage he's taking. An 8th Scourge Stone. We're just cranking out the Scourge Stones now. Okay, Slavering Ghoul. Yeah, so we should be able to get these 20 mobs out, and we're also going to find out what she needs. We're not going to... I think Better Late Than Never... We're not going to do that either. Better Late Than Never... This is neutral, so we're not going to pick up this one again. We are about to pick it up right now, but... That's also just... We're not going to do this on Horde. I was outside of your flame wave, you jerk. Looks like maybe she's upstairs. I don't see her over there. Got it. These would be the guys to kill, I guess. For reputation, because they're much easier kills than the ones in Anderhall. But you honestly could probably get rep doing like Strathholm runs, Skulllands runs, so people probably get their rep that way. And I don't know if these things will give you rep past neutral anyway, so. Cool. Alright, we're at 9. Alright, so she looks like she's a ghost. Janice Fellstone is a ghost.
Shh. Do you smell something?
No.
The package must be delivered. Delivered before I'm trapped here. The cries of a panicked woman feel almost like a whisper floating through the house. Cowered in the upstairs corner is the apparition of a woman. She does not seem to be fully cognizant of her surroundings. And she is only vaguely aware of you. Are you here to deliver my package? Please, before it gets much worse. I was going to ride out of here. It should still be by my horse. Or am I too late?
Okay, so we're gonna go find the package outside. Okay. Should still be by her horse. Now that's the Scarlet Jerks right there. So there is one package of Scarlet. Why are they not fighting the undead? Don't know. Thought that they were like sworn enemies of the undead. My understanding. Perhaps they don't see them or smell them. Apparently there is a funky smell around here. Alright, so her horse is inside the barn. Ah! Halloween Horror Nights. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. Got another Scourge Stone. The minion Scourge Stones are popping off tonight. Today. It's not nighttime. I just can't get enough of them. That was only 10? I thought we had 11. I thought that was 11. I can't count. Or remember. Alright, so here's her dead horses. There's her package. Is it by the dead ponies? He thinks it is. What's this? Alchemy recipe, the gift of Arthas. Cool. Too bad my alchemist is forward. There it is. Genesis parcel. Better late than never. A package in the barn you might have otherwise overlooked now stands out amongst the decay and ruin. Perhaps this is the one that the ghost of Janice Fellstone was clamoring about. Alright, so this is going to be better late than never 1. And that will lead us right into better late than never 2. Somehow we got 60 gold, must have been in 60 silver. You pick up the package, wiping off a small layer of dust and grime that had settled on it. It is addressed in a hurried hand to an Emma Fellstone of Stormwind. The delivery of the package is dated for well over 4 years ago. Though it is unclear if Emma Fellstone is even alive, it is widely known that the Stormwind City Hall keep records on the populace of the city. This is handled through the royal factors of the Stormwind census. So that's what we need on this one. Oh, it's just called Good-Natured Emma. It's not Clear the Way. We already did that one. That's a glitch on my part. So Clear the Way and Scarlet Diversions are the first step. Good-Natured Emma does... So at the end here, we will hearth back to Stormwind, turn that quest in. So when we have about 5-10 minutes of questing time left, so in about 10 minutes, we will head back that way. Head to Stormwind and turn that quest in. Maybe it will give us one more, I don't know, and then we'll go walk to get on the flight path back here, so we do that part off camera. We're going to quest for about 10-ish more minutes and then go to Stormwind to wrap this little quest line. This is the only... I guess that part... Because it is... we will have to do this chain. I need to uncheck that. We will have to do this as Horde, because it will send us slightly different text if we go to Undercity instead. Gotcha. We have 8. The goal is to maybe try to kill these guys. We have 8 out of 20 needed, so we're almost done. After we've killed these 2, we'll be halfway done. So if in the 10 minutes we can kill the other 2 of those guys, I think it's fine. Doesn't seem like they're really, like... A king boat... Oops, what a waste of time. Tried King Bolete. Bolete? How do I say it? Yeah, so that's what I want to do. Oh no, just aggro the stupid wizard. And I think he's gonna, maybe I'll aggro, I gotta get those 2 too. Okay, we did get a Scourge Stone. So we're up to 12. So we'll be able to turn in a pack of those soon. And we are halfway done with our clearing the way. I don't think I will go turn this clearing the way in yet, because we can turn that in when we fly back.
Help me.
You can hear her saying, "Help me." I can't believe that Pamela. I guess it's considered a. Soon Plaguelands changed, so at some point I'll have to go back into Chillwind, whatever this place, Sorrow Hill, and get Pamela. Find little Pamela so I can continue that quest line. Alright, we're at 12. Nope, do not want that one. So I guess that would be a clue that we need to go into that house and hear that "help me" chant from her, opening up this little quest. Come on, mate. Alrighty. Cruising, rocking, rolling. I guess after this I'm gonna drink to speed things up a pinch. Drink and eat. I'll eat that bolete. I'm not a mushroom expert. There we go, got another Scourge Stone. Eat, we also have those chickens. And we got an extra potion. So 40 minutes on that spirit. Alright, 6 more kills. Then we make our journey. And then we'll turn those in next time. So we should be able to start. Really, there's not a ton. If you look at what there is. Well, okay. Yeah, we have whatever comes out of this Wildlife Suffers. And this diary. Wait, let's look. Is the diary part of it? Miss Dawson's diary? Yes. That is the quest that we are going to be participating in. I don't know what those bone fragments are for. I think we turn them in Eastern Plaguelands. Oh, they killed a ghoul. We do. I guess let's get these guys. At some point, we're going to need to do something with these cauldrons too. So we'll be back here, but I just wanted you to do multiple runs of it. Come in here and clear the way first. Fine. I need the Scourge Stones and the rep. We're sitting on 13. You suck, slapper. You're worthless. The reason why you're dead. And it's because you just weren't good at life. And you're not good at unlife either. That's it, I'm just trash talking them. Just trash talking digital NPCs. Yes, thank you for another Scourge Stone. I love them. We are down to needing 3 kills. So yeah, we will be doing the rescuing of that crazy woman. Good to know. Alright, this is our last skeleton, and then we can go to the school right there. I said before we can get this one. The challenge. Anyone want to drop the flag in the Blackrock Depths arena? B or D?
It's too far away.
Oh, Blackrock Depths. Changed my mind. That Pat shook me off my game there. Alright, this is the last one. We still need those termites. I'm gonna do those, like, last, because I'll have to go... We have to go far into Eastern Plaguelands for that, so... One of the last ones I'll do. Also, that one's probably another one we're not going to do two of. Alright. Hearthing back. Because if you look at a plague upon thee... That is... Yeah. Those are... That's also neutral. We could probably skip that. But maybe not, actually, because that's picked up from that dude. That means there's probably a horde version of it that we'll also be picking up. Alright. Into the Cathedral District to talk to them about this package from Fellstone. Janice. Then we'll go sell and repair whatever we can. And then I'll walk back to the flight path, and that's going to be it. That's going to be how we wrap it today. Pretty good. It's a fun one. We'll continue this tomorrow. And then the rest of the day, you should get some more unofficial script stuff from me. What a crazy experience that's been, but we're locked in.
Good day. Welcome to Stormwind. I am one of the city's officers, aiding the citizenry of the city through our Census Bureau. If you are in need of locating someone specific, then I might be able to assist you. Through arcane methods and sharpened mental discipline, I am able to access these records. If you have business with me, then please proceed.
Welcome to the office of the Stormwind Census. If you're in need of information on our populace, then I can assist you.
A package for an Emma Felston, you say? Last known address was Stormwind 4 years ago? Well, let me see here. According to what we know, there was an Emma Felston in the city about 4 years ago. Well, I should say possibly. This census I refer to is from 5 years ago, and I don't have a report of her vacating the city. This doesn't mean that she is still here, though. Wait a second. This package couldn't be for old Emma, could it?
Okay. Maybe it's for old Emma. How am I to know? Alright, turning that in.
She's a tad ornery, quite possibly out of her gourd, but the records indicate that old Emma does fit the framework of who Emma Fellstone might be. Perhaps you've seen old Emma wander the city. She talks to herself, most often in nonsensical jibber-jabber. Still, she doesn't hurt anything or anyone, so folks pretty much leave her be. All things considered, I would say that old Emma is in fact Emma Fellstone. You might try asking if her last name is indeed Fellstone.
Okay, so this one's called Good-Natured Emma. And let's find out where she's at. I don't know that I've noticed this woman walking around saying jibber-jabber, as he put it. She wanders all around the whole dang city, too. We need to find out where old Emma and her jibber-jabber. I'll start at her origin point, and then we'll trace her path. That's Officer Brady. Supposedly she stays in this house. There she is, just staring at the wall. Cool.
Need help?
I would tell you to get off my lawn, but as you can see, I don't have one.
My name is indeed Emma Fellstone. You're the first person in years to call me that. Who are you? You say you knew my sister. Is she still alive? Who am I kidding? Of course she isn't. When the plague broke out in Lordaeron, I had come to expect the worst. So many of my family died, or worse. Here I am now, crazy old Emma all alone. What are you, a grave robber or something? Looking for your next target? What? You have a package for me from my sister.
It would seem that I was wrong about you, adventurer, and for that I owe you an apology. My sister sent me a number of personal effects, including, humorously enough, the deed to the Fellstone farm. I think I'll pass on reclaiming it right now. If my sister's spirit remains tethered to the farm and cannot rest, please, could you return this to her? It is half of a good luck charm she had, with her husband having the other half. Maybe her knowing I have these things will now put her soul to rest.
He says, As if I don't have better things to do in my old age than carry buckets of water. Where's the water, Emma? Get the water, Emma. If it had burned for me, then I wouldn't know what water looks like.
I don't know what they're talking about, and she wants us to go back. It's a quest called Good Luck Charm. I guess this comes from either one, Stormwind or Undercity. We are going to do the Stormwind version. Okay, and Good-Natured Emma, we're picking that up. We're not going to turn it in quite now, but we did do this. Good-Natured Emma is done. They're called different quests. So. All right, so that was it. We did a good, nice little start. Just kind of dipped our toes into the water of killing some zombies and got ourselves ready. It's been enjoyable so far. Got a little bit of goods. Oh, I guess we could repair really quick. Repair and sell some of the things we have.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help
gun.
you with?
That was a gold for that gun. And that little mace. I don't care about that. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to auction it. The tuned dampeners don't sell for anything. Yeah, again, my guess is we're going to use that on Raj. But I... And that's it. We're gonna get back on the flight path and fly on back to Chill-In Point. We had a good one. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, for listening, and for tuning in. We will be ready to rock and roll on the next episode with some more reading. We'll get a couple of those done today, probably, and then we'll kick off the next part of Western Plaguelands tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. This episode is now in the pipe. 5x5.